CKD patients cannot stop dialysis once it started. Or can they? A chronic kidney disease patient was denied a medication he desperately needed for his MCD. The result? Boom! Dialysis. Just like that. But luckily for him, this patient wasn't just any average Joe. Nope, he was an accomplished scientist with access to a supplement process facility. And he developed a supplement that will be able to get him out of dialysis.
That's amazing!
And get this, after just 2 months of his DIY miracle supplement, he didn't just get out of dialysis. He was also able to remain dialysis free for years. All that happened in 2016. In 2020, when this case report was being written, this patient's kidney function was still stable, no doubts, thanks to this supplement. Sounds interesting? Well, here's the best part. Ready? The recipe for this kidney restoring supplement was made public in order to patent the supplement. And I have found it. That's right, guys. This dialysis survivor just handed us the blueprint to potentially save countless CKD patients. And today, I will tell you how to find all the ingredients. Catherine here, I'm a doctor of natural medicine, and today I have an incredible case report that I want to share with you. Now, this gem is from 2021, and honestly, I'm shocked they managed to hide it from me until now. But hey, while everyone else was out here sleeping on this, I was sharpening my Google Foo skills.
Master Shifu just told me I'll be joining you this year.
Seriously, I've reached a point where no piece of scientific literature can escape me. You could hide a study inside a fortune cookie and I'd still find it before dessert. And this case report, it's got everything. Essential medications denied by insurance, check. Dialysis cessation, double check. Doctors baffled like they've just seen a UFO? You bet. A patient outsmarting the entire medical establishment? Absolutely. I mean, what more could you want? This is better than a Christopher Nolan movie, guys. So today, we will see everything you need to know in order to improve your kidney health based on this incredible scientific discovery. Now, before we dive into the pièce de résistance, aka the supplement that saved this man from dialysis, let's clear a couple things up. Because first of all, I understand perfectly that the facts I'm about to present might sound a little too good to be true, maybe even a tad hard to believe. I mean, a scientist that develops his own kidney-saving supplement and then gets to stop dialysis? What is he, Batman?
And that is?
I'm Batman.
That's him.
And you know what? You're absolutely right to be skeptical. In fact, you should be skeptical of anyone on the internet making outrageous claims without backing it up with actual science. That's why I'll be supporting every claim with solid, peer-reviewed medical literature, whether from this case study or other authoritative sources. And yeah, I know that most of you guys here already know you can trust me. But listen, I'm serious about this. Misinformation is a real problem.
Today we're going to discuss the first sign of kidney disease. It is nocturia.
You can eat as much animal protein as you want, and you're never going to harm your kidney function.
It's you time. Time for ashwagandha.
Misinformation on the internet today is so rampant. If we could harness misinformation as a source of energy, we wouldn't need nuclear power anymore. No more fossil fuels, no wind turbines, forget solar panels, just pure, unadulterated power. Imagine that. Cars, houses, entire cities running on TikTok health advice and YouTube conspiracy theories. But sadly, that's not how the world we live in works. Now, all the nonsense you find online will only hurt people. In fact, if you believe it when they tell you that you can cure CKD by eating grass-fed ribeye every day with a sprinkle of Himalayan salt, you're gonna find yourself on dialysis faster than you can say, but it's keto approved. Please. Don't do that. Ask for sources. Demand proof. Speaking of which, the second thing I want to let you know about today's case report of a patient that ended up in dialysis due to steroid-resistant MCD is that this was not indeed a case of acute kidney injury, or AKI in short, because I know exactly what many of you guys may be thinking right now. Catherine, you may think, given the pathophysiology of steroid-resistant MCD in adults and the associated podocyte effacement mechanisms, isn't it more likely that this was a case of self-resolving prolonged AKI rather than bona fide CKD reversed through novel dietary supplementation? Guys, I'm surprised at you. No. This is not AKI. And honestly, I'm a little disappointed that you'd even think something like that. I thought you were smarter than that. Okay, jokes aside. Yeah, I know this may sound like just a case of acute kidney injury and not CKD, because usually people with AKI get out of dialysis, not those with CKD. But not in this case. Actually, the researchers behind this case report went on a long dissertation to prove this was CKD and not AKI. Now, if you are interested in learning more about why this was CKD and not AKI, don't miss the final part of the video. We will see all the details. For now, all you need to know is that this was actually a case of CKD patient that ended up in dialysis and that improved and was able to be dialysis free for many years after starting a very unique supplement. So let's take a look at the supplement, because trust me, you're gonna want to hear this. Now guys, it's time to answer the age-old question in the kidney disease world. Since no one in healthcare seems to give a about CKD patients anymore, should we all start wiping up our own kidney-saving supplements like we're baking sourdough during a pandemic? And most importantly, will this even work? Now guys, as I was saying, the CKD patient that got out of dialysis thanks to his own supplement also happens to be a scientist. Yeah, that's right. While most of us were struggling to figure out how to microwave leftovers, this guy was in his lab mixing up a kidney-saving concoction. And get this, he patented his supplement. But here's the kicker. Patenting it means all the details are public. Yep, thanks to my elite level Googling skills, it took me all of 5 seconds to find the patent and the full ingredient list for this miracle supplement. Now, this is not a recipe to make the supplement. Patents don't work like that. They aren't cookbooks. But I do know all the ingredients for this supplement, and since supplements for kidney disease are exactly my area of expertise, I will give you not just the list of ingredients but also instructions about how to take them and in what doses. Are you ready? Here is it. It's all on screen. So there you have it, the ingredient list and the doses. As promised, this is the supplement that saved this man from dialysis. Feel free to, take a screenshot right now, or take a picture of your phone screen, or go full old school and jot it down on a post-it. Heck, you could even slap the picture on a t-shirt if you want. And while you are at it, don't forget to share this video with anyone you know who may benefit from knowing more about kidney health. Because in the next part of the video, we will explore the ingredient list and see why these supplements made a difference for this former dialysis patient. I will also show you which ones of these ingredients are recommended for you and what are to be avoided. In fact, as you may see from my table, not all of the ingredients are recommended for CKD patients. So as usual, consult your doctor or a naturopath that specialized in CKD treatment before taking any of these supplements, and watch the whole video so you may understand what is safe and what is not for you. By the way, this is my work and it's just based on the ingredient list I found in the patent. This is not the exact supplement this patient was taking. Now let's start from the supplements in this list I would actually recommend. The antioxidants. Now, when it comes to stopping dialysis, antioxidants are everything. Antioxidants have been used in the past in other studies to get CKD patients out of dialysis. In fact, and this is from a different study, when certain dialysis CKD patients were administered CoQ10, some were able to stop dialysis. How is this possible? Because CoQ10 is a very powerful antioxidant, and antioxidants have been used in medical literature to actually improve kidney function. I'm not the one saying this. A huge review of studies is saying this, and you shall be able to see it on screen right now. You see, I make a bold claim and bam! I slap down the proof. That's how it's done. Most of the so-called doctors you see on social media will hit you with some half-baked mechanistic mumbo-jumbo that sounds like they just googled how to sound smart without actually being smart. Don't fall for it. If there is no solid evidence behind their claims, you might as well get your medical advice from a fortune cookie. In any case, let's talk about antioxidants because I strongly believe every single kidney disease patient should supplement them. In fact, if you are one of my patients, you are probably already taking a fairly long list of antioxidants. But I didn't make this video just to talk about antioxidants in general. I made it to break down the specific antioxidants this patient used to escape the dialysis chair. So question, should you add these 3 antioxidants to your supplement regimen? Well, let's see. First here is olive leaf extract. This is a powerful supplement and I think you should consider it. In fact, olive leaf extract has incredible antioxidant properties thanks to oleuropein, a powerful polyphenol. It is also a very powerful anti-inflammatory which can suppress inflammation in the kidneys. Remember that chronic low-grade inflammation is often present in CKD and it accelerates fibrosis, the scarring in the kidneys. So this supplement may be even more beneficial for people wanting to avoid dialysis rather than for those wanting to get out of it. Actually, olive oil also acts like a natural ACE inhibitor in the body, and it also has benefits in controlling blood sugar levels. I mean, that's like 3 medications in one. Amazing! Now, olive oil leaf extract may have side effects. It may lower your blood pressure and blood sugar levels. So if you decide to take it, be careful, keep an eye on these levels. No, even better, keep an eye on your blood pressure and blood sugar levels in any case if you have CKD. But olive leaf extract is a powerful supplement, no doubt about it. Now, you may have noticed that its benefits are similar to that of olive oil, and this is not by chance. So yeah, you could just have olive oil in your diet, but those that cannot have olive oil could consider this supplement as well. Okay, the next antioxidant here is N-acetylcysteine, or NAC in short. Now, NAC is one of the most powerful antioxidants on earth with incredible kidney protecting benefits. If you take NAC in the right dose, it can be effectively used long-term to prevent oxidative damage to the kidneys. And since oxidative damage is one of the main pathways in which diabetes and high blood pressure damage the kidneys, you should probably consider this supplement as well. Actually, NAC is even more powerful at protecting your liver. So if you also have elevated liver enzymes, a pill of NAC a day on an empty stomach could literally be your best friend. And not many people know this, but NAC may also help reduce the risk of contrast-induced nephropathy, CIN in short. CIN may happen when a CKD patient is prescribed exams such as X-rays, CT scans, and MRIs with contrast. This contrast may be in some cases very bad for the kidneys because it causes huge amounts of oxidative stress. NAC has been shown in medical literature to help, so consider it in the dose you should be seeing on screen right now. Now, the third antioxidant in the ingredient list for the supplement that saved this man from dialysis is tocotrienols. Tocotrienols are high in vitamin E, alright? Tocotrienols are a group of chemicals that are part of the vitamin E family, but not many people supplement them. But most vitamin E supplements are higher in tocopherols than tocotrienols. And don't get me wrong, tocopherols are very powerful antioxidant as well, but this patient chose tocotrienols, not just regular vitamin E. So, are tocotrienols better than regular vitamin E? Well, they may be. In fact, they seem to have stronger antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, and they also seem to have antifibrotic properties, which mean they may prevent or slow down scarring formation in the kidneys. Actually, tocotrienols were tested in CKD patients pretty extensively, and not just for their kidney protecting properties. In fact, in this study, GFR of participants improved when tocotrienol was administered, which is pretty incredible as you may see. Now guys, do you remember that image I told you to print and to put on a t-shirt because it's the list of ingredients for the supplement that got this CKD patient out of dialysis? So in this table, the dose for tocotrienol is pretty low because that's a dose I can recommend to all CKD patients without any risks. However, in the study we just saw, dose was much higher as you can see. Now, it's important to understand that this high dose may be safe for some CKD patients, especially in a controlled setting, but it could be dangerous for some, so be careful, alright? Now guys, if you take a good look at the ingredient list, you'll notice that those 3 antioxidants I just talked about aren't the only things this man was taking to dodge dialysis like it was jury duty. Nope, there is more to this cocktail, and some of the ingredients are, well, let's just say, interesting. But not everything in here is safe. For example, electrolytes. Now, when we talk about electrolytes, we are talking mostly about sodium and potassium. And electrolytes are fantastic if you are a marathon runner who just sweat out 3 liters of fluids trying to win your local 26.2 mile race. But for CKD patients, well, electrolyte supplements are how you end up in dialysis, not how you avoid it. Then, we can also see these 4 supplements that are usually recommended for joint pain, not for kidney health. Now, the former dialysis patient who made this supplement did not use this for joint health. According to him, these are for improving the endothelial surface layer. This is a thin layer of cells that line the inside of blood vessels. So yeah, his goal was bringing more blood flow to his kidneys. But here's the catch. There is very little research confirming that these supplements actually do that. So would I recommend them to you? No, maybe someday, but definitely not until there is some real science backing it up. Now, there is more stuff in here that's interesting. Nattokinase, for example, is also supposed to help improve circulation and to reduce the formation of blood clot. Now, this is what anticoagulant medications do. And if you are taking them, you don't want more stuff that has the same effect it's not safe. Now, nattokinase also helps with blood pressure as well, but I still recommend caution with it. And last but not least, lactoferrin is also interesting. This is supposed to help with anemia, a huge problem for CKD patients. Now, I haven't made a video about it yet, but if you're curious, drop a comment below and let me know. I'll add it to my to-do list right after convince people to stop taking medical advice from TikTok influencers. Okay guys, time to figure out if this guy's miracle recovery was from acute kidney injury, AKI, or chronic kidney disease, CKD. But why does that matter, you ask? Well, because AKI means acute kidney injury, and it's a sudden injury that may cause the kidneys to even stop working completely for a while, which means that once the underlying cause is treated, the kidneys can potentially recover and regain function, and patients may stop dialysis. This doesn't always happen. If the cause of the injury is not treated promptly, it may result in long-term damage, just like in CKD. Kidney damage in CKD is usually not reversible, and CKD patients rarely get to suspend dialysis without a transplant. Now, let's talk about the patient of this study. His kidney function declined rapidly, and it was below GFR 60 for long enough to be considered CKD. Then he went on dialysis for several months, and then miraculous improvement. Now guys, if this were just a simple case of AKI, nobody would care. I mean, doctors wouldn't even blink. But this was something else, and the researchers made sure to explain exactly why this was CKD in their study. Let's see why. First of all, the patient met the KDIGO criteria. As in he had a GFR below 60 for more than 3 months. Second, he was listed for a transplant, and they don't give transplants to AKI patients. Third, despite treatment for MCD, the patient still progressed to renal failure. All this makes AKI not impossible but unlikely. Or, as the researchers put it, and I quote, AKI in such a case will be unusual. Now, let me translate that for you from scientific journal speak to regular human English. Unusual basically means not even in a million years, buddy. So yeah, that's it. Can CKD patients really get out of dialysis? Well, some of them can. And if you want more tips on how to improve your kidney function from probably the last science-based channel for CKD patients on YouTube, watch this video up here right now. And this is all for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Ciao.